This video sponsored by Value Testers. Great promo offer on Testo, Fieldpiece, and Bacharach. Free 2-day shipping on purchase of $200 or more on selected seasonal testing equipment. Link in description below.
Morning guys, January 15th, 2019. This one here I gotta go, the guy's got a boiler that's got a leaky relief valve, and he's got antifreeze in the system that's been in there a long time. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably drain the system out, give it a good flush, get all that dead antifreeze out of there, and drain the boiler down, change the relief valve in the expansion tank, and I got 10 gallons of antifreeze. Pump it back in there. Give it the old Gundy. Today's a good day to do it because it's not that cold out.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Lavimoniere Bridge.
I think it's a gas boiler. Well, the relief valve keeps, they said it's not dripping a lot, but it's dripping slowly. But I told him, I said, you know, how old's the tank? He said, you know, 6, 7 years old. I said, you're better off changing it now. Well, we got the system apart. Whatever he wants to do, I mean, I don't care.
Bridge.
I'll talk to him about it when I get there. Definitely put a new tank in there because antifreeze eats the rubbers. So there's a rubber diaphragm in the tank. You know, the tank that's in there is probably on its last leg.
Turn left on Elm Street.
It's on its last leg. Oh, I know it is. I know it. Yeah, it's on its last leg. If not dead. Oh, I know it. She's gonna leak him, Mama. She's gonna leak him. Yeah, Miss Molly. She's gonna leak him.
Turn left on Cleveland Street, then take the first right.
It's like gonna be a light holder.
Yeah, so we'll change that relief valve. We'll check. You want to check the tank, or you want to change it? You want to check
Just
it?
check it. Just get some pressure on that.
There's no pressure on it. It's junk. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have 12 pounds. Well, we're at 5. I mean, I could put you know, air in it if you want, or you want to change it. What do you want to do?
Well, that should have been at 12 and it's lost pressure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's change it.
I would.
Yeah, change it.
I would change
That
it.
would be false economy to try to get.
Yeah, we will change the relief valve. We'll change that. Then we'll flush the system, and then we'll reintroduce antifreeze to it. That's the way to go, because you could smell it. And you said it's been in there how many years?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It doesn't work anyways. It doesn't have any antifreeze. Yeah, it's like, you know, it freezes up. I took.
You put some in the refrigerator, in the freezer, and the freezers.
Frozen solid, not just mushy, but solid.
All right, yeah, we'll change it then. All right, I drained it down. I put a new tank in there. New high vent and a new relief valve because the relief valve was leaking. Well, the old tank only had 5 pounds of pressure. I could have added pressure to that tank to 12 pounds, but he wants to change it, which is smart. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flush all the zones with water, fresh water, and it's a split loop there. I'm gonna give it a good flush with water to get all the old antifreeze out, and then we'll drain it and pump in new antifreeze. It's a pit over there I'm draining into. We'll give it a good flush. We're gonna pull all these zone valves down so we could give it the old Gundy. We get all that old antifreeze out of there. Give it a good flush. Try to flush the old antifreeze out. Yeah, it's just been in there too long. You can smell it stinking. We got one here on the a supply. That's the supply. And then the return. There's the purge stations over there. Shut this one off too. Give it a good flush. Then we'll drain it all down. I want to get all that old antifreeze out. I got 10 gallons right there. No stuff going in. Give it a good flusheroo. Get all that old stuff out of there. The old antifreeze, you gotta get it out. It's good for 4 or 5 years. I mean, that's it. After that, you gotta get it out of there. Give it a good flush. And we'll drain it back and pump in some new stuff. I'll go through all the zones and give it a good flush. I opened up all the supplies. I made sure all the 4 supplies are open. And giving it a good flush, getting all the old antifreeze out. Doing all 4. There's 4 zones. And you get all that old crap out of there, crapola. Give it a good, get all clean water throughout the system. I got 2 more. This is a split loop. You can see it's coming. This is what they call a split loop. You got a 1-inch here, and it splits both ways. First floor. You got the basement. This is the storage tank. Master bedroom, first floor. And then this is probably second floor. Yeah, second. I got them all pulled down, bypassed them. Let's see what the antifreeze does to rubbers. I mean, the guy made a smart move by changing the tank while I'm here. I did put a new high vent on the top. Once I open the hose, you give it the old Dundee. Yeah, what's up, Roger?
How do you make out with the full blessing?
Oh, they never showed up. They never showed up.
So what happens now?
Well, it's I won by default.
Right.
But now we'll probably have to go to a payment hearing next. They won't show up for that. And then the next time I go, it'll be a summons.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big waste of time. Told you that.
Unbelievable. Huh?
I told you that.
So
Yeah.
that guy gave you a full blessing.
Oh yeah, and him and his wife both were supposed to go. I took them both there. No, neither one of them showed up.
Really?
I wonder if that goes on their record. Small claims.
Over $150. Full blessing.
Does it go on their record over 150?
Huh?
Does it go on their record? No, not. I don't think so. Got a couple of buckets here, 10 gallons, and I got another bucket that's got some kind of slushy stuff in it. That's pre-mixed. I'm draining everything out the bottom through the pump, the way I need to have the pump to pump it back in. And I'm draining it in the pit, draining the whole system down. I got everything open here, all these hoses for now. Draining everything back, and then we'll give it a good purge with a new glycol. If I gotta add water, I could add water here. I'm just gonna let it drain all out. And we'll refill it. I mean, 10 gallons should be enough. Good enough for this neighborhood. I'm sucking out of this bucket with a pump into the boiler, you know, back through and then out. Four zones. If I need more water, I'll just open that and put some more water in. What it's doing is it's sucking out of the bucket, going into the pump, through the return of the supply, through the house. You can't come back because I got all the valves off, and it's going out the hose into the bucket again. Yeah. So I got about 15. I didn't even play around with that one. We did all 4 zones. And we got about 15 pounds on it. We'll start it up and we'll check it, make sure everything comes back good. I got that return open. Gotta reinstate my zone valves. A little busy down here, Mama. A little busy down here. Reinstate these zone valves and we should be good to go. Got the high vent open there, so if there's any air in this line, it'll bleed right back out the high vent on that lower one. Pick up some of my stuff here. Running all the zones.
Yeah.
Make sure they all come back warm. You got everything turned up, you said, right?
Turned on.
That's why I know that's working, because I did turn that one on. It is a possibility that this coil in here has got a pinhole in it. I mean, it is a possibility, like I said.
Yeah. But these things need to be done anyhow, really.
Well, if this coil's bad, I mean, it's going to be a problem. The
Yeah.
the coil's going to leak.
Yeah.
The relief valve's going to leak.
Then that'll have to be done. I mean, this tank has been here since, 91 anyhow.
Yeah.
Since we moved in here.
Like I said, the antifreeze, you need it here because you have freeze-ups.
Yep.
I'd rather not use it unless I have to.
That's what I'm risking, and that's on just one of the zones. Yeah. The way they.
New expansion tank, new relief valve, new high vent, purge and flush zones, installed new glycol in system.